We're on day 3 of our coast-to-coast trek from Cocoa Beach, Florida to the Pacific Ocean in this little airplane, and so far it's been nothing short of beautiful. We've been watching a frontal weather system making its way east across our path, and it came time to make an executive decision on what to do about it. Obviously, the best decision to make is to park ourselves on the ground and let the system pass over the top of us. But if we're going to be stuck, we want to be stuck in a town where there's something to do to pass the time other than drink ourselves to oblivion in a local bar. Alamogordo, New Mexico seemed to be a good fit. It's along the direction we want to eventually move towards, and it's a neat little town. It's been a while since I've been there with my family, but Arnaldo has never been. A space museum, white sands, mountain towns, and snow. Oh, and local beer. That all sounds good to me. In part 3, we flew to El Paso and waited for the runway at Alamogordo just to the north to open. We then took off from the West Texas city and made the most epic flight on this excursion so far. So we're in the Super Duty tank, and we're gonna go to the, what is it called? New Mexico Museum of Space History. So today, since the weather is crappy, I can see lots of mountain obscuration up there. I can't even see most of the mountains. We're letting this big frontal system that's coming in pass over the top of us, which yields cold, rainy, poor visibility weather, and we're just gonna wait it out here in Alamogordo. We're gonna go to the museum. I was told there's a good barbecue place up in Cloudcroft, which is a little mountain town up here in the Sacramento Mountains. Supposedly the pitmaster there is from Lockhart, Texas. That sounds promising. We'll see if we have time to go up there and eat lunch there. And then after that, we're gonna go out to White Sands National Monument. He's never seen White Sands, right?
Never been.
We saw it yesterday a little bit, so we're gonna see what we can see and enjoy a day not flying, as weird as that sounds, and just make the best of the crappy weather situation and go explore the area. Alamogordo, New Mexico is pretty cool.
It's awesome. I want to go see the rockets.
Mach 4.31. 2,881 miles per hour. Mach 1.2 in a mere 4.5 seconds. On a track just like that. Big aluminum can with a controlled explosion underneath it. Yeah, I'll sit up there. Light it. I do agree though, I think those protrusions up there are cameras. Positions for cameras. Twice the peak electrical power consumption of France. That is insane.
That was 5 of these guys.
5 of these things. The original black NASA lettering was found under 36 years of white paint. That is incredible.
Eagle, Houston, we see you on the steerable, over.
Roger, Eagle, done docked.
Roger, how does it look?
Eagle has wings.
Roger.
Okay, all flight controllers, gonna go for landing. Retro. Go. Fido. Go. Guys, go. Control. Go. Telcom. Go. GNC. Go. Ecom. Go. Surgeon. Go. Capcom, we're go for landing. Altitude 4,200.
Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet.
You're looking great.
How you doing, Control? We look good here, fine. How about you, Telcom? Go. Guidance, you happy? Go. Fido. Go. 4 forward. Drift into the right a little.
30 seconds.
Forward.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Houston, this Neil, radio check.
Neil, this is Houston, loud and clear. Break, Buzz, this is Houston. Radio check and verified TV circuit breaker in.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
So what do you think? Was that museum worth it?
Oh, definitely. Could have spent a little more time there too.
This is my second time coming here, and I mean, now that I'm quite a bit older this time than I was before.
You appreciate more of it?
Well, yeah, I appreciate all of the history that's here, and I think it's really cool that, I guess it didn't really set in the other day when you were telling me about how much space history is around Orlando and stuff. I know Cape Canaveral's there and everything, but Cocoa Beach, like that's where this transcontinental trip started.
That's where we started.
And right here, we were looking at all of this literature about Cocoa Beach and how it was tied to
All the space program.
the whole space program. Yeah. So now we're leaving Alamogordo briefly, and we're gonna go up into the mountains up here into Cloudcroft, New Mexico. It's a little mountain town, tiny, but there's a place up there called Mad Jack's Barbecue, and the pit master is from Lockhart, Texas. So we know the barbecue's probably gonna be good. Stay in your lane.
Dude, you really are stupid.
That's a death wish. Walking across a mountain highway with
And you got
very
your lights
thick
on.
fog.
It's not like they see you coming.
God, now I'm like, oh. Guess I'm not looking for deer anymore. I'm looking for humans.
I saw miles and miles of Texas, all the stars up in the sky. I saw miles and miles of Texas, gonna live there till I die.
That was a little taste of home for me.
Amazing.
That was some good. Now, as soon as I walked in and smelled it, I could tell that it was Texas Pit Barbecue. And super nice people. Even one woman in there commented on my college ring, Texas State, and she was asking about it. And then we got talking to the owner there, and he was like, "Oh, what part of Texas y'all from?" Because he's from Lockhart, the barbecue capital of Texas. So we're walking up to the, I guess this would be known as the town square of Cloudcroft, which is very old school. And we're gonna look around and take some pictures. What do you think?
This is awesome. It's like going back in time.
I know. How many towns can you just go stand in the middle of Main Street in and not disturb a single bit of traffic? It's starting to rain. That's sleet. Well, if I've ever seen a one-horse town,
This is it.
this is it. This is it. But it's super cool because you stand out in the street and you look down the main drag of the town and you can just totally see this is what it looked like when this was a dirt trail. Like, I bet you anything, the one right here on the corner, that was probably a hotel. Absolutely crazy. Such a cool little town. It's foggy as hell right now. We're actually inside of a cloud. Yeah, I don't want to get run over either. Now there's a couple cars, but this place is so cool. So what do you think about the town of Cloudcroft?
Well, I guess we're coming back, so that's a good thing.
I guess we're
That's a
coming back.
compliment.
If they've got, good places for dinner and mountain breweries, like breweries in mountain towns. I can't see anything. Oh my God. He's the photo guy, I'm the video guy. We just came down from Cloudcroft, which is, let's see my finger, right up in here, up in the Sacramento Mountains. I just keep saying this over and over again today. We could not have asked for a better day to be grounded. You make the best of the time that you kind of have to waste, but you're definitely going to waste the time if you walk into it with that attitude. We're not wasting one bit of time. Today's been a pretty full day. We went to the Space Museum, then we went up to Cloudcroft and had lunch at awesome barbecue place, drove back down. Now we're at White Sands National Monument, and we're probably going to go back up to Cloudcroft and have dinner up there just because the town is so cool, and then we'll come back down to Alamogordo later tonight. And we're going to hike off, go down this little trail to the water, get some good pictures and good video, and what an adventure already. The rest of today should be pretty good. Man, it's beautiful out here. Look like you want to be painted like a French girl. This is White Sands. Just as I remember it. He's snapping pictures. We just helped that family over there take a family picture. They were like trying to stand their phone up in the sand. We helped them take their picture. So scenic, so many dunes, just as far as you can see. You can see mountains way off in the distance, but I mean, we are in the heart of where the dunes are. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. No modifications to it except the road going through the middle of it. So cool. So cool. We drove the loop around White Sands, but stopped often to take in the sights at this seemingly enchanted place. We loved the town of Cloudcroft so much that we decided we're going to head back up there for dinner and find some place with some good local beer and food. We ended up going to Cloudcroft Brewing Company, and when we walked out after dinner, we were greeted with what we concluded was the perfect ending to our day spent waiting on the weather. Had to stop and snag some footage in the middle of Cloudcroft, New Mexico. It just started snowing. We had a few craft beers and a good New Mexican style pizza, and we walk out of this brewery in the middle of the mountains, and it's snowing out here. And I'm standing in the middle of Main Street, Cloudcroft, New Mexico, and it's snowing. Christmas lights everywhere. This is so picturesque and just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. This is why I love adventures. God, I love this stuff. This is amazing. This is why I refuse to stick myself to a rigid schedule and itinerary on trips like this. We really just wandered where the wind took us all day, and we saw what we wanted to see. I always keep an open mind, change plans, and adapt when the circumstances change on me. We were in the mood for good beer and pizza, and we said, hey, let's just make the 30-minute drive back up the mountain and see what we can find in Cloudcroft. And look what we found ourselves in the middle of. Now, I won't bore you with a sappy scripted voiceover that describes how important it is to go along with the adventurous side of things and just enjoy what's right in front of you. I think we all know that. But this is just yet another highlight why sometimes the best plan to have is no plan at all. Be sure to subscribe to Aviation 101 to catch the rest of this Coast to Coast series, as well as all sorts of other aviation content. In part 5, we wait out the weather, again, do some more mountain flying, Arnaldo experiences his first mountain wave, and we pass through 4 states in a matter of a few minutes. Don't forget to visit aviation101.com where I sell hats, shirts, custom flight notepads that I use in the videos, and soon-to-be hoodies. Until next time, I want y'all to stay happy, stay healthy, stay current, and stay proficient. We'll see you in part 5.